Today appears the kids did not stay back.
And it was presentation day, na Mataji. So kids presentation ended a little early. So we gave half, like lot of people.
Oh, okay.
40 people today on the kids class.
I was like, maybe I scared them away or something.
No, Mataji. They went early today because a lot of people joined. So we thought their friends and everybody joined, and we wanted the video to be whole fledged to presentation only. I don't wanted any other children to speak or doing anything. So that will be their memory, because I think they wanted to share with the family also. That's why we thought, okay, 707 something class was ended, so we gave off our 10 minutes.
That was early.
Little early, 10 minutes early we closed.
Okay, we'll start whenever you say. Oh, 7:25 already. Yeah, maybe we should just start. There's just 4 of us here. Hoping somebody will join later. Okay, who wants to recite the invocation prayers? Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for joining. Okay,
Hare
miraculous Mukund, go ahead. Then we pronounce.
Mataji. Mataji, can you hear me properly?
Yeah, it's a little muffled, but it's okay.
Okay. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. I'm just thinking what we should do, because there's just 3 of us. I mean 4 of us. So. Yeah, this is today's verse. Let's do one thing. Okay, I just wanted to bring this to your notice. Like this verse starting from 174 and then 175, 176 and 177. They are very key verses from the Bhagavatam. So it will be nice if we can, kind of memorize these in an order. So after, Narada Muni, he instructed Vyasadev on what he should be doing. So the sages, they asked, so what did Vyasadev do after that? So then Vyasadev, he went to, he started meditating. That's why this verse is talking about Bhakti Yogena Manasi Samyak Pranihite Amale Apashyat Purusham Purna Mayam Chatadapashrayam. So, he was able to see the Purusham Purnam with all Mayam Chatad Apashrayam, with Maya Chatad Apashrayam, the Maya, which is also under his ashram or his shelter. The Maya works under his orders, right? So that's what he was able to, see. And then today's verse, it goes on, to describe more on the same line. So these 4 verses are like very important key verses. So it'll be nice if we can try to memorize these verses, in that order. So let's do a few revisions perhaps, and then, we can go to today's verse. Is that a good idea? Yeah, we'll start with this verse. I'm just trying to see where to start. 12. Yeah, we'll start with this one. Yeah, who would like to recite this verse, please?
recite Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Thank you for joining. Please go ahead.
Naishkarmyam api achyuta bhava varjitam na shobhate jnanam alam niranjanam uta puna shashvat abhadram ishvare na charpitam karma yad api akaranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anybody else wants to recite this verse?
May I, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu.
Thanks, ma'am. Naishkarmayam api achyuta bhava varjitam na shobhate jnanam alam niranjanam uta puna shashvat abhadram ishvare charpitam kat yat api akaranam. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Vinita, you want to recite?
नैष्कर्म्यमप्यच्युतभाववर्जित न शोभते ज्ञानमलं निरञ्जनम् उत पुनः शाश्वत अभद्रमीश्वरे नाचार्पितं कर्म यद् अकर्मणाम्.
Thank you, Vinita. That was beautiful recitation. Okay, who would like to read the translation for this verse?
Mataji Vrinda wants to read.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Mataji, can Bharavita read the translation?
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't even had the turn to say the sloka.
Okay.
I don't want to say the sloka, but knowledge of self-realization, even though free from all material
Affinity.
does not look well if devoid of consumption of infallibility. But what then is the use of worthy activities which are natural? They move from the very beginning and transcend by nature if they are not utilized for the emotional service of more.
Sure, thank you. Yeah. Very beautiful verse, right? Naishkarmyam api achyuta bhava varjitam. So Naishkarmyam is even though you may not be involved in any kind of karma, api achyuta bhava varjitam. But if it is devoid of any devotion, to the Lord, na shobhate jnanam alam niranjanam. So even, even though you're, self-realized and have that, transcendental knowledge, but na shobhate jnanam alam niranjanam. So it's still, it's not, it does not look well, na shobhate, if it does not have the achyuta bhava. Kuta puna shashvad abhadram ishvare na charpitam karma yad apyakaranam. So what then is the use of fruitive activities which are naturally painful from the very beginning and transient by nature? Okay. I want to memorize this verse, but I'm finding it tough. I'm not even practicing it. So hope someday by Krishna's and devotees' mercy, I can memorize. Okay, miraculous Mukund, go ahead, recite this verse.
Mataji, what's the tune again? I forgot it for the start.
Tyaktva swadharmam charanabhujam hare. Like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Rajanna pakvo thapate.
स्वधर्मं चरणं भुजं हरेर् भजन्न पक्वोऽथ पतेत् ततो यदि यत्र क्व भद्रमभूदमुष्य किं को वार्थ आप्तो भजतां स्वधर्मतः. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Can you recite it one more time, please?
Okay, Mataji. स्वधर्मं चरणं भुजं हरेर् भजन्न पक्वोऽथ पतेत् ततो यदि यत्र क्व वा भद्रमभूदमुष्य किं कोवार्थ आप्तो भजतां स्वधर्मतः.
Anybody knows? Thank you. Anybody knows what this verse means? Even roughly, it's okay. Anybody wants to try?
Hare Krishna Mataji, shall I try Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Tyaktva Swadharmam means who has left his own occupational duties, Charanambujam Hare, to surrender at the feet of Hari. Bhajan apakpo means not fully ripened, means immature. They might
Fall down.
Fall down, but but
Still,
but
what is
yeah,
what is the inauspicious?
They are still better than the non-devotees who doesn't do anything, only do swadharma, only their occupational duties.
Yeah, so nice, Mataji. Thank you. Yeah. So what is the loss, right? Even if the person falls down, compared, Abhud Amushya came, Amushya is like the man. So Kovartha Apto, Kova Artha Apto, Abhajatam Swa Dharmata. So what is the use, like even though they may be doing this Swadharma properly, but without any devotion. Okay, let's move on to this next verse. Who wants to recite this verse? Okay, Miraculous Mukul has again raised his hand.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji. Miraculous Mukul, you can read. Even Bhavna Mataji is there. So maybe you can read.
Yeah, Bhavna Mataji can read.
Okay,
it's okay,
whoever.
Mataji, you can do first. It's okay.
Okay, ma'am. तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यदा तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा.
Thank you, Mataji. Who wants to go next?
May I try, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यदा तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद् अन्यथा सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा.
Thank you, Mataji. Miraculous Mukund, you want to recite?
Okay, Mataji. तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यदः तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसः.
Thank you so much. Yeah, who wants to recite this verse? Bharat Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Thanks, Mother. Idam hi vishwam bhagavan ivitaro yato jagatsthan nirodha sambhavaha taddi swayam veda bhavam tathapite pradesh matram bhavata pradarshitam. Thank you, Mother.
Thank you. There are two more people who raised their hands. Let's see who that is. Vishnu Priya Mataji, please recite.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Idam hi vishwam bhagavani vetaro yato jagatstana nirodha sambhava taddi swayam veda bhavanstatapite pradesha matram bhavata pradarshitam.
Thank you, Mataji. I'll skip this verse. Yeah, who wants to recite this verse? Okay, Vishnupriya Mataji, please go ahead.
Idam hi pumsastapasa shrutasya va svistasya suktasya cha buddhidattayo avichyutortha kavibhir nirupito yaduttama shloka gunanuvarnanam.
Thank you, Mataji. Bhavna Mataji, you want to recite?
Yes,
I thought
Mataji.
okay.
इदं हि पुंसस्तपसः श्रुतस्य वा स्विष्टस्य सुप्तस्य च बुद्धिदत्तयो अविच्युते अर्थकविभिर्निरूपितो यत् उत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवर्णनम्.
Yeah, anybody knows what's the meaning for this verse?
Shall I try, Mataji?
Yeah, sure.
Mataji, it kind of explain. I just remember the last line, Uttama Shloka Gunanu Varnanam. So, who has been described by the best of Uttama Shloka means best of the poetry about his qualities, guna for everything. He is the purpose of all these things, what we do for everyone, Pumsa, for everyone, whatever we do, tappa, shrutasya, sacrifice, whatever the suktasya, whatever the knowledge we get, buddhi knowledge, about him only, Mataji. And so everyone should do for that purpose only.
Yeah, Jay, very nice, Mataji. Yes, you are right, Mataji. So all these processes, tapasa, shrutasya, svishtasya, which means sacrifices, like you said, suktasya, like, sukta means like purusha suktam, all those suktasya, cha buddhi dattayoho, whatever we do, all that is an endeavor to kavibhi nirupito yad uttama shloka guna anuvaranam. So it is all to make choice poetry, right? It should result in choice poetry about the Supreme Lord, Uttama Shloka Gunanuvana. Very nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. Who wants to recite this verse? Maybe I'll take a turn. Iti murtya vidhanena mantra murtim amurtikam yajate yajna purusham sasamyak darshana puman. Anybody wants to recite?
Mataji, can I? This is Mukund.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. इति मूर्त्यभिधानेन मन्त्रमूर्तिम् अमूर्तिकं यजते यज्ञपुरुषं ससम्यक् दर्शनः पुमान्. Thank you, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Who else has raised their hand? This is also another beautiful shloka, Okay, nobody. Let me recite it one more time. Iti murtya vidhanena mantra murtim amurtikam yajate yajna purusham sasamyak darshana puman. Anybody wants to try the meaning for this verse?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, sure. Bhavna Mataji also raised her hand. So
yes,
both of
Mataji,
you can try.
Bhavna Mataji can try this.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Iti Murti Abhidhanina means Murti refers to the deity in the temple. Mantra Murtim Amurtikam means mantra refers to the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and Yajate Yagya Purusham. So Samyak means it refers to but means like we see we do the darshan of deity in the temple, but we can't see the deity means because we don't have that power. But if we chant the holy name, then means that person in actual knows that who the god is in reality. Means he do the actual darshan of the deity. Is it right,
Very nice,
Mataji?
Mataji. Yeah, you're kind of around it, like iti murti abhitanena. So by this hearing process, like you rightly said, mantra murtim, by the mantra murtim amurtikam. Yajate amurtikam is here referring to non-material form of the Lord. Okay, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have a form. It just means that he doesn't have a material form, but he has a spatial form. So mantra like Sachidananda Rupa. Mantra Murtim Amurtikam Yajate Yajna Purusham Sa Samyak Darshana. So he's in perfect, he gets a perfect darshan. Sa Samyak Darshana Puman. Very nice, Mataji. Thank you. Anybody else raise their hands? Okay. Okay, this verse we learned last time. Yeah. Like I said, we'll try to learn all these 4 verses. So anybody wants to recite this verse? Vishnupriya Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranihite male apasyat purusham purnam mayam cha tadapashrayam.
One more time, Mataji.
Sure, Mataji. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranihite male apasyat purusham purnam mayam cha tadapashrayam.
Anybody else wants to recite this verse? Vishnupriya Mataji, okay. Anybody else? Okay, let me. Okay, Bharat Prabhu, please recite.
Mataji, first you go ahead.
No, that's okay. That is this thing.
Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranhite amale apashyat purusham purnam mayam chatat apashayam. Thanks, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, what is the meaning of this verse? Like I was explaining earlier, anybody remembers?
Shall I try, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Bhakti yogena manasi. Manasi means in our mind. If we do bhakti yoga, devotional service, samyak means very nicely, perfectly. Perfect. By fixing our mind. Amale means amala puran, like without any tinge of contamination or very purely. Apasyat means same as Pashyat. We can see Purusham, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purnam means the complete, absolute. Mayam cha tadapashrayam. Who takes apashrayam means take shelter of. Mayam means my energy. Who takes shelter of his energy.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. You're right. Like I said, just to give again, I think some of us joined late. So these are starting from here. These are the 4 verses actually which describe what Vyasadeva was doing. So, in the earlier chapter, from chapter 4, 5, 6, actually Narada and Vyasadeva, they have a conversation, right? So Narada describes, how he, got this form, and then he instructs Vyasadeva, as to what he should be doing. Like he tells that he should be actually compiling Srimad Bhagavatam, because he's been working on other literatures, but this is the essence of everything. So he says you should be writing the Srimad Bhagavatam. So at that time, Vyasadeva sits down and then he meditates. So the first step is this meditation verse, Bhakti Yogena Manasi Samyak Pranihite Amale. So like Mataji very nicely explained. So with bhakti yoga, like in full devotion in his mind and perfectly situated and fixed, amale, and like without any tinge of material attachments, apashyat purusham purnam. So what did he do? He saw the Supreme Personality of Lord, of Godhead, mayam chatat apashrayam, with maya, with his energy, with maya energy, Chatad apashrayam. Apashrayam is just like apashyat means to see, apashrayam means to take shelter. So he saw that he saw not only the Supreme Lord, but also his energies which are under his shelter. That's what is the first step. And today we are going to see the second step. Okay. The second verse, what happened, what is being described. So Any volunteers who want to recite after me? Mukund, miraculous Mukund, are you up to it?
Okay, I'll do it, Mataji.
Okay. This is kind of easy. Yaya sammohito jiva.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Paropi manute nartham.
Paropi manute natham.
Tatkritam chabhipadyate.
Tatkritam cha vibhatyate.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Paropi manute nartham.
Paropi manute natham.
Tatkritam chabhipadyate.
Tatkritam cha vibhatyate.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Yaya sammohito jiva.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Atmanam trigunatmakam.
Paropi manute nartham.
Paropi manute natham.
Tatkritam chabhipadyate.
Tatkritam cha vibhatyate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mukund. Okay, anybody wants to try any words in this verse, the meaning of any of these words?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead, Mata.
Mataji, Jiva, the living entities, Mataji. Sammohita means, and Trigunatmaka means we are conditioned or illusioned by the three modes of material nature. Para means transcendental, and Anartham means something bad. That's it, Mataji. Other words,
Oh, wonderful. How about Samohita? Do you think you want to take?
Samohita means that's what we like looking at some beauty. We are like covered.
Bewildered.
Yeah, bewildered. Samohita.
Very nice, Mataji. Yeah, you almost got the verse. So it's like, Yaya Samohito Jiva. So the living entity is actually bewildered. And what is he thinking? Atmanam Trigunatmakam. And he thinks of himself to be of material nature, Trigunatmakam. But actually what he is? Paro api. Api means but. Paro means he is transcendental. Manute anartham tat kritam chabhipadite. So by doing this, though he is transcendental in nature, Atmanam Trigunatmakam Manute. So he is thinking that he is, material, and by considering oneself to be like that, what happens? He is Anartham Tatkritam Chabhipadyate. So he involves in all this karmic activities and gets bounded, again over and over again in anarthas. So that's what this verse is. So this is, like I was saying, the second verse. So let's go through the very nice, Mataji. Thank you. You covered the whole verse. And let's read the word for word first, and then we can. Yeah. If Nitin Narasimha Prabhu, are you available, Prabhu, or are you busy?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hi, Krishna Prabhu. Do you want to read the synonyms, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Yaya, by whom? Sammohita, illusion. Jiva, the living entities. Atmanam, self. Trigunatmakam, conditioned by the three modes of nature or a product of matter. Para, transcendental. Api, in spite of. Manute, takes it for granted. Anartham, things not wanted. Tat, by that. Kritam cha, reaction. Abhipadyate, undergoes thereof. Should I read translation, Mataji?
Yes, please, Prabhu.
Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, thinks of himself as a material product and thus undergoes the reactions of material miseries. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah, so Yaya, by whom? Samohito Jiva. So due to this, though this verse says by whom, but it is actually referring to that previous verse which we saw, Mayam Chatad Apashrayam. So the Maya, which is actually under the control of the Supreme Lord. So that is what is being referred to here. Yaya Samohita Jiva. Atmanam Trigunatmakam Paropi Manutenartham Tatkritam Chabhipadyate. So this is a very nice verse. Anybody wants to recite this verse? Do you want to try? Yes, Bhavna Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణాత్మకం paloapi manute anartham tatkritam chabhipadyate. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Yes, who Bharat Prabhu and then Vishnu Priya.
Thank you. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణాత్మకం paro api manyute anartham tatkritam chabhipadyate. Thanks, Mataji.
Thank you. Vishnu Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణాత్మకం paropi manute nartam tatkritam chapi padyate.
Thank you, Mataji. I will also recite like 3 more times. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణాత్మకం paropi manute nartham tatkritam chabhipadyate. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణాత్మకం paropi manute nartham tatkritam chabhipadyate. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణాత్మకం paropi manute nartham tatkritam chabhipadyate. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Mataji, I have one doubt. Like in this verse, Manute's word is there. So how to understand that its meaning is like takes it for granted? Manute.
I mean, I am not sure of the root of the word, but manyante, manyante also means like one considers like that, right? So I'm guessing that it's from there manyante, manute.
It means to do something by one's own wish, like that something.
Manyante means to consider something, like takes it for granted. Paropi manute, like even though the Atma, the Jiva is actually transcendental, but it, the Jiva, the living entity thinks that he's a Trigunatmakam, he's a product of matter, manute. He considers himself or thinks himself like that.
Okay, Mataji, thank you.
I'm not sure. I'm like not a Sanskrit expert to actually kind of know the root word and like that, but that's how I understood Mataji.
It's okay, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just go with Prabhupada translation. So
okay.
Anybody else knows Mataji's question? Answers to Mataji's question.
As you said, we understood by the translation given by Prabhupada only, Mataji. Like even though we belong to transcendental stage from the God only, but we can't know that. We take it for granted because we are covered by this illusion of the control of the 3 material modes of nature. When that is uncovered, then only we will realize that we belong to there, right? So that we take it for granted even without realization.
Jai, very nice, Mataji. Yeah. Sorry, Mataji, I couldn't be of much help there to you. Any
It's
other
okay, Mataji.
questions or realizations? Then perhaps we can, pause here for today. Is that a good idea? Or do you want to do a few more verses? Anybody? Okay, maybe we'll
Whatever
just
you
pause.
say, Mataji, you can revise.
Okay, then we'll revise a couple of more verses, from the... Actually, sometime I want to do all the verses we've learned from the beginning, just like a recital kind of a class, like everybody sits and recites. It's not like taking turns. All of us, unmute ourselves and recite, that'll be good, right? To recite like that. Should we
Next
try
time?
that now? What do you
Yes,
think?
Mataji.
Yeah, all of us can unmute ourselves and we can, start reciting 2 or 3 verses. Okay? Yeah,
At a
the
time,
verses.
Mataji.
Yeah,
Everyone
all
together.
of us together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Munayas.
Munaya
Prishtam.
Mangalda
Mangalam
Krishna Samprashno
Krishna
Brahmasno
Samprasno
Sidati.
Very nice. Yeah, some of us were lagging, but still. Yeah, this verse.
त्वं सांपरो धर्मो यतो भक्तिरधोक्षजे अहैतुर्य प्रतिहता प्रायत्नाद्यो प्रसीदते.
Very nice. Thank you.
वासुदेव
भगवति
प्रयोजित
भक्तियोगा प्रयोजितः जय्यादहैतुकम्.
Very nice. Okay.
धर्मसंस्थिता पुंसां
विश्वस्तेन कथा
पादयेद्यधिरतं
Kevalam. Thank you.
धर्मस्य
वर्गस्य नार्थो कल्पते नार्थकारमेहान्तस्य कामो लाभाय स्मृतः. कामस्यालेन्द्रिय प्रीति लाभो जीवेतयावृता जीवस्य तत्त्वजिज्ञासा नार्थो यस्येह कर्मभिः.
Thank you.
वदन्ति तत्त्वविदस्तत्त्वं यज्ञानमद्वयम् ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवानेति शब्दते. ज्ञानवैराग्ययोक्तयः पश्यन्त्यात्मनिष्ठात्मानं भक्त्या श्रितगृहीतया.
Let's do this verse again. I kind of forgot.
श्रद्धानमुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्ययोक्तया पश्यन्त्यात्मनिष्ठात्मानं भक्त्या श्रितगृहीतया.
Thank you. I'm like cannot remember so much. I could remember better earlier, but getting older. So yeah, we'll recite this verse.
श्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागशः हरितोषणम्.
Jai, very nice.
तस्मादेव मनसा भगवान् शाश्वतां यत् अनुध्यासिना युक्ता कर्मग्रन्थि निबन्धनं छिन्दन्ति कोविदास्तस्य पूर्णं तथा रतिः.
धर्मस्य वासुदेव कटाक्षि साधुवाचेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीर्थानि शृणात्.
Very nice.
शृण्वतां स्वतथा कृष्ण पुण्यकीर्तना हृदयन्तस्तोभ्यभद्राणि विधुनोति सदा नष्प्रायेष
भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतेवया भगवत्युत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी.
Okay, we will recite one more verse.
तदा रजस्तमोभावः कामलोभादयश्च ये एतैरनादितं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति.
Okay, we'll stop here. We will now decide Vanchakalpa prayers and we will, maybe take a break for today. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you so much to all the devotees for joining. I hope we have better numbers next week. The numbers are dwindling almost every other week. So yeah, let's just pray to Prabhupada that, because with more strength and more association of Vaishnavas, we can learn better. So yeah, I hope more people join us and give us their association. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a great evening and a great morning in India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much,
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna. I'm closing the call. What do we do?